Alright, let's be real. How many times have you woken up, hit snooze like 3, 4 times, grabbed your phone and ended up scrolling TikTok, Instagram, or Snapchat for 2 hours straight before you even left the bed? Yeah, I've been there too. Feels good in the moment, right? But then your day's destroyed. No focus, no productivity. And by midnight, you're still on your phone, caught in this endless loop of mindless consumption. Bro, does that sound familiar? But don't even trip. If you're stuck in this cycle and want to break free from the doom scrolling, this video is for you. I'm about to hit you with that full detox protocol to get your life back on track and reclaim your time. But first, let's talk about why social media is straight toxic. And I mean, in a way you might not even realize. At first glance, it seems harmless, right? You're just scrolling through your feed, checking up on your friends, maybe looking at some funny videos or motivational posts. But let me hit you with this. Social media isn't real life. And yet, we keep comparing ourselves to the highlights we see on these apps every single day. Here's the thing. Social media is designed to make you compare yourself to others, whether you're aware of it or not. You're constantly seeing people post their best moments. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The vacations, new cars, the swole guy at the gym, or the influencer who somehow is traveling the world every single weekend. It's their highlight reel, but you're comparing it to your behind the scenes reality. And that's where it gets dangerous. Even if you're not consciously thinking, I wish I had their life, your brain is absorbing all of it. Every post you see is planting seeds of comparison. Suddenly, you're thinking you're not good enough, your life is boring, or that you're falling behind. And the worst part? It's all happening subconsciously. You might find yourself feeling down or anxious after a scroll session and you don't even know why. It's because your brain is constantly measuring your worth against what you see. And let's be real, people only show the good stuff. No one's posting about the days they're struggling, broke, or feeling lost. You're just getting the polished version. And that's what's messing with your head. Social media makes you feel like you need to be on 24/7. Like you're always in some competition. Who's got the best job, the best body, the best relationship, or the best house? And here's the kicker, right? You'll never win. No matter what you do, there's always someone out there who seems to be doing better. And that constant comparison, that's what triggers stress, anxiety, and even depression. It makes you feel like you're not enough, like you're always chasing something, even though the game is rigged. Think about it. You could be having a perfect day, feeling proud of what you achieved, but then you scroll through Instagram and see someone else doing something better or cooler. Suddenly, you feel like you're failing when 5 minutes ago you were feeling fine. Social media manipulates your emotions in the most subtle ways. It is not just the big moments you compare, it's the little things too. You see someone eating at a fancy restaurant or buying the latest Jordan release, even if it's not something you care about, your brain still processes it like, why don't I have that? It's sneaky. You don't even realize it's happening until you're in a bad mood or feeling drained for no apparent reason. So when I say social media is toxic, I mean it's feeding you a steady diet of comparison, self-doubt, and insecurity, all while distracting you from the things that actually matter. It's time to recognize that, step back, and detox from it. Because once you unplug, you'll see just how much better you feel mentally and emotionally. You'll stop living in this constant state of keeping up and start focusing on your own journey, not everyone else's highlight reel. But heads up, this ain't some quick fix or reset your brain in 24 hours kind of clickbait. Nope. This is about rewiring your habits, taking control, and living life on your own terms. So if you're serious about leveling up and breaking this addiction, stick around. First things first, let's talk about your intention. Ask yourself, why do you even want to do this detox? If you're trying to quit for a week or take a short break, it's not going to stick. This is about rewiring your brain, not just deleting apps and thinking that's it. Social media has rewired our brains to seek instant gratification. Every notification, every like is like hitting a dopamine lottery, and that's why it's so hard to quit. But here's the deal. It took you months, years to develop these habits, so don't expect it to magically fix itself in a couple of days. This detox isn't about quitting social media forever, unless you want to. More power to you, for real. But it's about gaining control. Control over your focus, your productivity, and your peace of mind. That's what it's really all about. Now, let's get practical. If you want to end your addiction, the first thing you have to do is silence all your notifications. Yes, every last one of them. I'm talking no pings, no dings, no buzzes, nothing. Because every time your phone lights up, it's a trigger, pulling you back into the cycle. Trust me, if it's important, people will find a way to reach you. You don't need random emails or Instagram notifications lighting up your screen at all hours. Turn them all off. If you need a specific app for emergencies or work, keep those, but everything else, gone. And if you can, put your phone on Do Not Disturb mode all the time. I don't want to hear, but what if I miss something? Fam, if it's that important, they'll call you. Don't worry. Now that your phone's finally quiet, here's the next move. Set time limits on your apps. Both iPhones and Androids let you do this. There's no excuse. Set a daily cap for how long you can use your Instagram, TikTok, or whatever you're hooked on. But here's where it gets real. Lock them out by a certain time. For me, I've got everything locked down by 7 p.m. From 7 to 8, no screens, 0. And it's not just my phone, my computer, my tablet. Everything is off limits. That's my time to decompress, reflect, and get ready for bed without any distractions. And if you're not sure how to set it up, you can download apps like Stay Focused or Action Dash on Android. And on iPhone, you can use screen time settings to shut it all down. Just literally go to your settings. Now, here's a hack that most people aren't using. Turn your phone to grayscale. Just like this. I know, it sounds extreme, but trust me on this. Why? Because your brain is literally wired to chase those bright, colorful icons and notifications. They're like candy to your eyes, pulling you back into the app. Those TikTok thumbnails? Boring. Instagram stories? I'm cool. And the best part? It serves as a constant reminder. You're in control, not your phone. So every time you unlock your phone and see it in grayscale, it hits you. I'm doing this for a reason. You start using your phone less without even realizing it. Alright, what I'm about to say is pretty hard, and it's probably the hardest part for most of you. But it's gotta be done. Delete your social media apps. Yeah, TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, Reddit, all of them. If they're sitting on your phone, you're gonna be tempted, and you know it, and I know it. I'm not telling you to delete your profiles, just delete the app from your phone. But Chi, I need them for work. Okay, fine. You run a business? Keep them on your computer, but not on your phone. I do it too. If you really need to use these apps, use them on desktop or tablet. Make it inconvenient, and I promise you'll thank me later. Listen, if you're serious about breaking this addiction, you gotta be real with yourself. You don't have the willpower to keep these apps on your phone just for emergencies or to just check once in a while. If they're there, you'll use them. So don't even give yourself the option. Now that you cleared your phone, you're gonna have all the free time, but what are you gonna do with it? Replace that mindless scrolling with mindful activities. And this is where monk mode comes into play. Yeah, I said it. Monk mode. You're not just cutting out distractions, you're building a system for success. So what should you do instead? You just gotta start simple. Exercise. Go for a run. Hit the gym or take a walk. Physical activity boosts dopamine in healthy ways, rewiring your brain to feel good without needing social media. Journaling. Start writing down your thoughts. It clears your mind and helps you process all the stuff that's usually buried by endless scrolling. And meditation. Focus on your breath, calm your mind, and watch your focus skyrocket. It's literally a game changer. And the last thing is just picking a hobby. You remember those things you used to enjoy before you spent hours scrolling TikTok? The key here is to replace instant gratification with long-term fulfillment. You're not just stopping a habit, you're building new and better ones. Let's get real for a second. This detox isn't gonna feel great at first. You're gonna feel bored, lonely, and maybe even anxious without your phone as a safety net. But here's the twist. That's a good thing. You need to get comfortable being uncomfortable. Think about it. When was the last time you sat with your thoughts when you weren't distracted by notification or mindless scrolling? These quiet moments are where you'll start to find clarity, focus, and direction. Being bored isn't the enemy, it's the opportunity. So when you're standing in line, eating alone, or chilling at home, resist the urge to grab your phone. Sit with it. Let your mind wander. That's where you'll start to see real growth. But here's the question you need to ask. Does this app serve me? If the answer is no, you're better off without it. For me, after 10 months, I haven't re-downloaded any of these apps on my phone. And honestly, I don't miss them. When I need to use them for business, I hop on my computer and get the job done. No mindless scrolling, no wasted time. But if you do decide to bring that back into your life, set boundaries. Don't let yourself slip back into old habits. You've put too much work into this detox, so don't let it go to waste. Breaking free from social media addiction isn't easy, but trust me, it's worth it. You're not just deleting apps, you're taking back control of your time, focus, and mental clarity. The more intentional you are with your time, the more you get out of life. And if you're ready for the next level, join my free community where we're doing a 30-day monk mode challenge where you cut out all distractions and build laser-sharp focus on your goals. And the crazy thing is, you're with a group of like-minded individuals who are also doing it and providing you accountability. The link is in the description. I'll be dropping a full guide soon, so hit the notification bell to stay updated. Remember, if you did what you always did, you'll get what you always got. Stay unstoppable.